Sometimes in life, we must take a step back, take a break, to reflect. What part of me is needing this? What part of me is feeding on this? Is this what we still want? How are we going to break this break? In what direction are we then going to take our next steps? These are only some of the questions we find ourselves pondering upon as we ironically are forced to take a step back from our overly booked gym schedule. Having given up our old gym membership during the lockdown phase and doing nothing but just some basic home workouts and walks for almost 2 years, when we restarted our fitness regime once again by joining one of the best in town, it was as if suddenly a whole new world of possibilities and choices opened up to us, for us. And being a Gemini, we couldn't help but go for it all, do it all, because such is our nature. And so we did. Overexerted, overextended ourselves, as if to compensate. Yeah, compensate is the right word, for not having received such an opportunity and possibility at a younger stage and age in our life. While age is just a number and we've never really allowed that number, nor the number on our weighing scale, to rule what we can and will do, we now understand why these doors opened up to us at the middle stage in our life. For it's this middle stage that quite often becomes a riddle age. And if we don't decipher these riddles correctly, we may not even reach that end stage of aging. And perhaps this is where we begin to understand how important these workouts have become an integral part of who we are. And perhaps this is where it dawns on us how strong this part of us is. For despite the pain that we've been feeling of lately, we've been going for it anyways. We've been doing it anyhow. But that's where we also realize that this forceful stepping back is for a good reason. It forces us to finally make a decision as to how are we going to make the most of this opportunity and possibility that we have so rightfully earned now to the best of our advantage. But that's where we also understand that being a Gemini ain't easy. We are feeding the twins within, and apparently both have different taste palettes. Which is where we finally understand our own folly as we continue to walk even further on our path of self-transformation. That how demanding we have been of our own self, expecting way too much without any consideration as to what we are putting ourselves through, just so as to balance these twins within. And that is where we finally understand that finding a common ground where both can stand equally strong is more important for us than trying to make the right choices, if we are to continue this vibrantly for a long haul. For no matter what choice we make, it will be at the cost of one another. But once found and understood, this very common ground in itself will allow only certain choices to enter and exist. Which is where, if there is one thing that we would want you, the viewer, to take from this Real Talks with me, is that from time to time, take a step back in life, take a break and reflect truly, deeply, and aim for finding your common ground instead. Here's yet another set of post-workout thought stories of the day that have but become sweet memories for us, but we hope may inspire you to make some for yourself too. Walk with me on this path of self-transformation where we each open ourselves up to a whole new world of possibilities and opportunities that we never knew existed before, at least for us.